Hello, in this video I'm going to walk you through the steps needed to get started with VS Code for the web. We're really just going to do 4 quick things, and that's going to set us up so that our HTML creation is a lot better and a lot easier. So the first thing we're going to do is go to vscode.dev. Then we're going to create a folder on in our downloads portion of our desktop or our Chromebook called Summer Coding. Then we're going to allow web access between the VS Code for the web and that folder, and then we're going to create a file and start coding. So without further ado, let's go over to vscode.dev. Now when you get to vscode.dev, it's going to look pretty much like this. There's a couple things you can do here, but all we want to do is create a new folder. Not a file, but a folder. So the way we do that, we click on Open Folder, either right here or right here where it says Open Folder. So I'm going to click that, and then your desktop is going to look a lot different than mine. I've got a lot more folders and files than you do, but crucially, you want to make sure that you're in the Downloads part. So I'm going to have to find mine, Downloads. Yours is easy to find. It may actually default to being in Downloads, but you do want to make sure that that's where it is. So mine's in Downloads right here. So here I'm selected into Downloads, but now this is where I want to create my folder. So I'm going to click on New Folder up here at the top. Your New Folder button may be somewhere else on this screen, but it should be there. And if it's not, just go to any of the blank space and right-click, hover over New, and then click on Folder, and that works as well. But I'll just click the New Folder button, and it's going to create this new folder. And here I want to name my folder, and I'm going to say Summer Coding, it's all one word, and then Anderson, my last name, Summer Coding Anderson. And then I'll just click off, and there we go. I've got my new folder, and here I want to click Select. So I'm going to click Select, and it's going to ask me if I'm going to allow VS Code to look at the folder, and the answer, of course, is yes. So I'm going to click Allow, and then it's going to ask me if I trust whoever made this software, the VS Code software, which is Microsoft. So, of course, I'm going to click Yes, and with that, I'm all ready to go. Now, when you've created that folder, on your left side under the workspace area, you're going to see that folder name, Summer Coding Anderson. So this is the folder that I want to do work in. Now, as you create different projects, you're going to see different workspaces. And so what's really important is this next step that we do in the right spot. We're going to create a file, an HTML file, in the correct folder, in the Summer Coding Anderson folder. Now, it's the only thing here. So whatever we do is going to be created here anyways, but what I'm going to do, the step I'm going to take here guarantees that it's created in the right spot. So what I'm going to do is click on Summer Coding Anderson, and when that's highlighted, I'm going to click up here at the top and click on New File. And I'm going to name this file with a capital P, page.html, and I'll click Enter. And notice how page.html is now nested within this folder. It's important that we have our folders named and that the correct things are in those folders, because I could put images in this folder, or graphics, or JavaScript, or even CSS. I could put a lot of different things. They're called assets. I could put those inside this folder, and then I could use them on my project. But if you have an image that it's in the wrong folder, you won't be able to access it for whatever project that you're using. Or if you have anything in the wrong folder, you can't access it. So it's really important that we keep things in the correct folders. And I do that by highlighting the folder and then just clicking New File that way, so it's in the right spot. So now if I click on, well, I'm already on page.html. So this is where I'm actually going to do my coding. So right now I'm going to just close this for a second, add some code, and then we'll come right back. Alrighty, so here's my code. Here's all of my code. This right here, this highlighted area is what I see. It's kind of handy so that you can see as you go down, you can see like where you are within the scope of your code. If you have thousands of lines, this is pretty handy. But notice the colors, they're very different than what you're probably used to. And the types of things that this gives you, like this makes it really, really easy to see where divs begin and end because of the coloration. Like this div right here. And when I click it, then this one here kind of highlights as well. So I can tell the beginning and the end, everything's colored nicely, everything's indented nicely. So this is a really good environment to work with. So as I'm working though, the one thing I want to make sure that I do is constantly save my work. And I'm going to do that just by clicking Control S, which I just did. You can't see anything happening, but I do that constantly when I work so that it doesn't make a difference what happens with my internet. Everything gets saved. And now once things are saved, then I can actually access this file and see what it looks like, as opposed to doing it on one of the editors, which works kind of, but this is a lot better because we can double click it and see how it looks to a regular person using it on the web, as if it was just like a regular website. So with that, we're going to go back to our downloads folder and we're going to access what this file looks like. The main point of showing you this was, one, the colors and the font and everything, but also the Control-S. Going to Control-S because I'm going to make sure that everything is saved. So let's go actually open this. Okay, so here's my very, very big, busy, populated downloads folder, but in yours, you're going to have a lot fewer things, but you'll also have your summer coding. Mine's Summer Coding Anderson. Yours will have your last name. And if I double click this, then I have one thing in it and it says page. And because I created this by doing page.html, it's an HTML file. So it should look like this with this little icon. Now I can double click this and I'm actually going to open up the actual code. So this is a code that actually I inadvertently pasted the HTML twice, so these two different things. But notice I've got some cool animations and stuff like that. So this is just an example of how you access things. And this looks a lot better than how I would access something if I was doing it on a free editor like W3 Schools. So what you've done in these last 6.5 minutes is set yourself up so you can do all the rest of your work with VS Code on the web. And of course, there's going to be some new things you're going to learn along the way, but this gets you set up and this gets you started. Happy coding.